Hello, welcome to No Shame, y'all.
There was a guest artist that was working here named Jens Rasmussen, and he was describing to me it as a program where people would come up and they didn't have to be particularly trained in theater or anything really, but that they would just have something that they might want to share. And I thought about it for a while, and then I had some questions, and the questions were like, people can do like whatever they want. What if somebody takes their clothes off? What if they start snorting cocaine or something like that on stage? And he would say, well, that's just the way it goes. You never know what's going to happen at No Shame. No, I'm supposed to be the artistic director of a theater. I can't have a program where I don't know what people are going to do, and it might be illegal. We started talking about it over that year, and we kind of came up with our agreement on the basic rules, which had already been established by Todd Ristow, the founder of No Shame Theater, in 1986, by the way.
You never know what you're gonna get.
And with only 3 rules.
You get 5 minutes to perform original material that doesn't break anything.
That's yourself,
The law or the space.
Literally anything you can think of, you can do on the No Shame stage. And what makes it special is that it's always a piece of you. And it's always a piece of your soul and your art. And you can share that with other people and inspire them to do the same. Something that I really think needs to be stressed in this world, especially right now, is how much we need each other. And how much we can learn from each other. Like we have a whole bunch of different life experiences and world experiences in this room right now. And like, you could tell me something that I might not know. And I could probably tell you something that you might not know. And okay, Rachel knows everything. Everybody except for Rachel.
Let us know who you are. Can the world be a better place because you're here? Can the community be richer because of some idea that you share?
You're gonna die a virgin if you keep scaring the hoes away. All we have to pay. Shut the fuck up, I won't let my night, you scared the hoes.
I had wanted to host No Shame for a while. I started No Shame just as a performer when I started freshman year of college in 2017. And it was my safe haven. It was a place where I met most of my good friends that I have now. The time that we are in right now, I feel like we have a lot of things that are inside that we need to get out. We kind of just need an outlet, and we want to be heard.
Several years ago, it was a regular No Shame evening, and we end up with this group improv that we do pretty much every week called Sex With Me.
All right, we're gonna play Sex With Me. Virgins, you'll get it in a second. All right, can I get some words?
Sex with me is like weed. Y'all smell that?
Yes. Sex with me is like ice cream, full of fat and satisfying.
Potato, Idaho.
Yeah! Sex with me is like graduation. I'm the valedictorian. Yeah!
March 18th, 2019, I woke up and looked at Facebook. It was my birthday. I was like, oh, it's my birthday. And I'm scrolling through Facebook, and, happy birthday, Kevin, happy birthday. And then it's like, No Shame, Christians.
This past weekend, a comedian merged coarse language and religion.
Howard Jefferson, the Springer patron who attended Friday's show and left offended when someone used the F word when referring to Jesus.
Columbus Man's social media post has created a firestorm that has theater management hitting the pause button.
It was more than just free speech. I think, in my opinion, it crossed the line and it turned hateful. I like the No Shame Theater. I'd been 5 or 6 times before that night, so it was not new to me. There was a guy, and he started talking about having sex with Jesus. When he was basically kind of done talking, the girl who was an employee of the Springer, she encouraged that vulgarness. And then there was about 6 of us, we all turned around and were walking out, and then she goes, oh, God bless you, or whatever you people say. Of course, now I'm a big believer in the First Amendment right, and free speech is something I take seriously. But there's still got to be people need to respect. The Springer is an organization that I have been so involved in all my life that I was so upset by it that I just had to say something.
And of course, it generated just tons and tons of responses on Facebook, and it just kept churning and churning and churning and churning. So I said, let's have a community forum. Let's have a summit.
I was standing in the back of the room because I was like, surely this will be like an hour. And it wasn't, it was forever. I think I got a UTI from standing so long.
What was happening was people would come up and express very emotionally sometimes why No Shame was so essential to them. Over and over and over, we heard some variation on, I am not accepted anywhere in Columbus, Georgia because of my sexual orientation, my gender identity, because I'm this or that and that. But there's one room in this town where I'm always welcome, and that's No Shame Theater.
I smell like daisies and berries and all things sweet, no clothes to muddle up anything about me, being me through and through, but yet I still feel that swirling empty feeling in my chest reminding me of the girl I am. Lately, I taste prettier in my imagination, that bare skin touching another, sense meddling, sounds mixing, feelings muddled, and beauty combined. A new feeling of love my body has never experienced, caressing my mind, the image of someone who finds me beautiful enough to hold close for that long. Maybe I'm just prettier in my head.
Paul made a poster thing that lives outside of the door. So when you're walking in, it says like, disclaimer, offensive things might be said, will challenge your beliefs. That is the general idea behind that. What I would love for No Shame in the, arcing future is more people who do sketch comedy, more people who write monologues.
If we stay the same and do the same exact art all the time, then it kind of gets boring, and artists always kind of cultivate with the times. When it was Adam Archer's No Shame, we had a lot of improv. When it was Jim Farr, there was a lot of comedy. When it was Allie, there was a lot more skits and theatrical things, whereas under Kevin and I, because there are multiple of us, we're able to kind of bring in more.
When I'm, interacting with people from week to week, I'm asking them, have you written something new? Are you doing the same thing? Have you thought about projecting? Because I want people to grow, and I want people to be able to take the skills that they have gotten here and the fact that this is just an incredibly warm room. I want them to take that and take it out into the world. I want to see more weird avant-garde shit. I don't know if Paul mentioned that, but that is what he and I beg and plead for. It's just like, do something weird. Please God, be weird.
Can I suck your nipple?